This is part 2 of the Halloween Blender Challenge, and what I've got so far is these sort of Gothic style windows, and I'm going to do a block out. I'll do as much as I can in block out, and what I'm sort of envisioning is sort of like a front door of a kind of scary building or house, whatever, with some tombstones and pumpkins and various things, and the kids go up the stairs and there's a creepy door, maybe it's partially open, and that kind of thing. So I'm going to see what I can do here. I'm going to bring in a plane, and I'm going to scale this in. I'm actually going to make some steps, and this is just the way that I'm going to do them. Let's just bring that forward a little bit, and I'm going to take that, and I think I'll got snap to edge on. I'm going to shift D to duplicate, rotate X90, and take that and snap it to there and snap it to there. And I think what I'll do is I'll take that, I'll copy it, and we'll bring it over and do that kind of thing. Maybe both of them. Let's see if that's too high. That might be a little bit too high, but we'll see. I'm going to press M, merge by distance. We got rid of a few, and those are merged. And let's take those and pull them out. Take this top piece and just extend it back towards where the door would be. We'll see. Now, with that done, I'm going to put on the bevel just like that so we can sort of just see it a little bit better. Let's do a wall and behind. Let's take that piece, Shift D, pull it out, P to break it out, and let's take this and extrude it down to the bottom. I probably wouldn't need that piece, but let's just do that. And imagine that goes up. And we'll see how far. Let's just scale that in the X now. Okay, now let's take that and if I bring that to there, maybe what I'll do is take everything, just leave those like that for now. Okay, is that facing the wrong way? No. Okay, and then I think it's one step too high for me. I think I just wanted that, and let's extrude that out there. Not sure I needed that. Or start with that anyhow. All right, I'm going to take this piece, break it out, and we're going to go a little bit above that, and let's try just extruding out to about there. Take this, I'm going to swing it just past the step there. We'll try that, and we'll extrude it down to make sure it's facing the right way. Yeah, okay, well at any rate I can get rid of that back face and that under face. And let's try just mirroring that across. It's possible that these would come up a little bit. Okay, so let's come in here and get rid of that. And then take this and pull it back a little bit. So we have that. And then some kind of roof. But just before I do that, let's temporarily grab one of these for a door. Shift D. I might rebuild it completely differently, but let's just try to get that in there. And let's see if that would work. No, I don't really want to do that. maybe I could just do this. Yeah, I don't like, I think I changed that. So maybe what I'll do is, let's move these out a little bit. Scale that out. Okay, something like that. Yeah, this might not be completely centered, but okay. I'm just getting ideas here. And then there would be some kind of a roof. I'm just not sure what I want to do yet. I'm going to copy that out. Let's try this. You're just going to see it from there. I might extend it. I'm going to bevel like this, but I'm going to come in here, change the shape. Oh, I need to bring that up. Have it go something like that. If I do this at all. I'm just going to leave that sitting there because, actually, maybe I will scale this out. And scale that out. And double check here. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have some kind of a pillar. A couple of different types of pillars. Let's see. Let's take that and break it out. I'll get rid of the back. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the top. I think it's going to go into the roof. Let me just try that. I'll just swing it past. I'll hide that so we can come in here and get rid of that. And let's try just mirroring that over. Again, we're just blocking out. Some of this stuff I may keep and some maybe not. I'm going to do bricks, but for the moment, I'm going to just do this way in geometry and split it like that. And I'm going to bevel this like that so it starts to show up. And I got the bevel on there. So it starts to look a little bit like bricks. I know they're too perfect, but that may be what I'm getting anyhow. Now, and then I thought what I would do, might move those windows over a little bit. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to call this, I'm going to call all that walls. And I'll call that roof. All right, just so I can get things alone. So what's there? Okay. These I'm going to call all that. I'm going to call steps. This I'm going to call door. Okay, now, can I now get this window? I can't really mirror it because it's separate pieces, although maybe I should look at joining them. All right, so let's see what we've got here. This thing is like that. I'm going to go ahead and mirror that. So I can take that, just can join those. That thing has a bevel on it. That has a mirror. I'll go ahead and apply the mirror. This thing, maybe I'll apply some of these. Apply that bevel. And that bevel. And that one. And that is mirrored, so let's mirror that or apply it. Let's see if we can join those. Okay. Now, do I have everything there? I do. Let's try adding the weighted normal and normal's auto smooth and see. Oops. Okay, as one piece now, I can mirror this. I'll set the origin to the 3D cursor and mirror it over. This makes it a little easier. It might be a little small, those things, but we'll see what we're getting at in a bit. I'm going to make sort of a ground plane here. Shift D. Let's break it out. Pull it out like that. I'm going to just scale this in the X and flip it. I'll start with that. Let's see, how do I want? I'm going to take a wall. Actually, I think I'll bring the wall out to there. And I'm going to do, I'm going to do that for now. So I got just like a little enclosed area. And it's possible that that is going to actually come into the middle of that. Just want to check that and see how that would be. So let me take this and just do that. Oops. And that's probably more along the lines of what I'm going to do. And so I'll just pull this one in relatively equally. I'm snapping to there. I'm moving and holding control. And okay. Just so we can get some interest going on this floor, I'm going to, let's see, are those relatively square? Yeah, okay. Let's bring that up. Not that square. Let's go for like 15. And I'll just use displacement. I can get rid of that. For now, as I always say for now, I'll use displacement. I'll click on new texture here. I'm just going to try clouds. Oh yeah, I probably have to subdivide it. You know, just so we have something here. All right, so I'm going to call this ground. And that's in the walls, right? Okay, so far so good. So what I was going to do was, I'm going to do a couple of things on here. I'm going to do a quick pillar, and it's not necessarily going to be the way I want it. Let's do 22. Okay, let me hide that for the moment. Let's see. Okay, what I was thinking was I might do these as separate pieces, so hang on a second. I'm going to delete that bottom face, and I'm going to take this, move it down, and I'm gonna bevel it. Oh, you're going the wrong way. Okay, just set that back to 0.5 like that, and then I'm going to, maybe I'll bring that in and let's use that piece, Shift D, P to make the rest of it. Okay, so let's bevel this as well, but I just need, like, I could probably even do the 2. I'll do that piece as the 2 and get rid of that. And what I was thinking of doing with this, let's make it a bit bigger, is extruding up and having these in pieces. So I can, how can I do this? Just lay them on top of each other. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to inset, because I might want a little curve in it. You'll see what I mean. I'm just going to do that and probably get rid of that and that. I don't know how necessary that was, but and take these ends here. I'm just going to try it like this. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to split this like about that. 3 for face selection, Shift Alt and click there and choose select. What am I doing? Check or deselect. And then E and Alt S and pull them in a little bit. And what I'd be doing is putting on a subdivision, probably 2, but I'll do this and Control B. So we get that kind of thing. Let's bring everything back. That may not be enough, but I'll go with it for now. And let's set the origin to geometry, so my cursor's there, and Shift D. Oh, maybe I use array, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll use the array. In the Z. I can turn these a little bit if I want to. Let's just do that. I think this is going to be a little high. I think I'm going to want it down. If I go one more and just make this base a little taller. And then take this, move it up. Let's see how this shades. I'll do something else later, or I might just keep it like that. For now, as the hell we say, I'm going to take this, Shift D, and I'm going to rotate X 180, just flip it around. I could make a different joining, but I'm not sure I'm going to. Now, if I do that there, then can I just move this down to it? Yeah, I think that's okay. I can fix this up. All right, what if I apply that? Maybe I'll apply this subdivision and join that stuff. Come in here, merge by distance. And now I can mirror this across. Oh, let's turn off the shadow for now. And let's actually get to a, if I go to this one, I think I'm going to just go to that one for now. I'll think of the position of those in a bit. This would be a brick wall, most likely too, so hopefully it'll work with this. And you know, of course, I could come in here and let's see how well I can select one of these. If I do Control L, yeah, okay. And then if I rotate Z, I don't know if I'd want to do that, if that would look dumb, so I'm not going to do that. All right, I'm going to steal a circle from this. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to use a UV sphere. I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to use 16 and 16. This is going to be like a little bowl of candy or something like that. And I would get rid of, let's say, get rid of that much. And set this up here. Okay, let's grab that. All right, so now vertex selection. Actually, I think I'm going to give this some thickness first. E and Alt S and pull. And then I'm going to drag an edge loop up here to about there. Shift Alt and click those faces, E and Alt S, and I guess pull to give it a lift to come out. At that point, I don't need this edge anymore. X dissolve edges. Let's take it though and flip it. And then I'm going to bevel, start beveling anyhow. I'll do those three, and I'm just going to use the two, I think, like the chamfer. I'll do this under one here, and it always causes a problem if I don't. And then I'm going to come down here and start working on this. So I'm going to Control plus X vertices. Now just give me this ring here. And I'll use this, I'll just extrude down like that. And then I'm going to extrude down, but I'm going to scale out. This is not going to be fancy. And then just extrude down. Okay, and then we'll bevel 2 for edge selection. I just like doing it in edge selection. I find it easier. I'm just going to do the double, the chamfer. And that one. Control 1 for one subdivision. Hope that's not too wide. See how easily I could fix that. I may not be able to. I'm just going to Control plus till I get to maybe there. We could try that. Let's try Scale Shift Z. Yeah, that's all right. Anyhow, either way we do it. Take that and pull that out. I kind of want it stubbier, to tell you the truth, and so I'm going to grab all this and just pull it up. Pull that down so it rests on there. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to put that into its own collection of pillars. And this is going to go in a collection called Bowl. I'm pretty much going to have almost everything in a collection. I'm going to mirror it. Now I know it's getting a little bit symmetrical, so we'll think about that. So that's a possibility for it so far. Yeah, all right, something like that. These might be too wide. Okay, we'll see. If I decide to use this as the door, I would need at least another cut in here. So these pieces aren't too long, so I'm just going to come in here, Control B, and sort of get the same thickness, E and Alt H, or Alt S, sorry. I just did that, so let's save. And what I'm going to have over on the side is, yeah, I'll just use another one. All right, I'll bring in a circle. Let's go 22. Hope that's round enough. And I'm going to rotate X 90. And I'm going to chop off the bottoms. I don't know if that's going to be what I want. I'm going to scale it in the Z to make it a little bit more like that. I'll see. Actually, take it back. Yeah, probably. Some like tombstones. And I extrude that back. Let's flip that. Let's focus just on that. I'll come up with a design for this that I prefer. But for now, I'm going to do this with the 2. And maybe, let's see, E and SY to come in. Now, if I do this, it doesn't do a great job on subdivisions. Maybe I won't do that. offset it a bit. And really, I should, I'm going to select and I'm going to choose bisect, so I can just drag a line right through, scale Z0, and then I can just pull it down. We'll see. It's good enough. Here, let's do this. I'll have to do something. Maybe I'll put a cross on it and some text. But what I really am thinking is I'll take one and pull it to the back and just leave it there. You know, maybe like that in the same orientation. But I'll bring another one out here. I'll separate it, and this one I will rotate in the X. You know, I'll do that, and I'll rotate in the Z. You know, just to make it all kind of off. And we'll have to figure out the size of these things too. I'm just gonna leave those there like that. You start to get the idea. And now I'm thinking, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm thinking about making those a bit bigger. I'm not worried about their ultimate placement yet. I was also thinking I'll have some other stuff here. Let's just have a look at this at a fake door for now. So right in the middle. Okay. Let's do it as a plane. Pretend that's in there. And then we can trim it off. Let's go with that for the moment. And I'm going to do some fake wood paneling. This is not necessarily how I would do the door. I could do two and extrude them back. Just to start getting the idea. We'll throw a bevel on, it'll be a little bit more visible. I would get rid of the top faces and the bottom faces, and you can do a boolean to cut that. I just don't know how much I want to do right now. I may just want to just drag it under at this point. I could have mirrored that. So it looks like there's a door, and really I don't know why I'm doing that. Wasting time. And then I would have some kind of hinges thing in the knob. So let's just do that. Let's make this easier on ourselves by selecting something close. Bring the 3D cursor there, and I'll bring in a circle. It can be 16, I'm sure, because it's probably doing subdivision on this. Let's rotate X 90. I'll convert it to a curve and do it like this, so I can get that. So I can get that in. And I'm not saying that that's how it should go, but let's start by taking all of this and making sure that's in the door collection. So I'll do that. I'm going to bring in a UV sphere again. 16 is fine. And put that on something like this. Okay, so it would have that stuff. And I'll figure out how to put it all together and get the right size of things. So at this moment, we're just blocking out, right? And then I could use a piece of this. Shift-D, scale, P. So this is not how I would do this. I'm going to bevel this. You know, I'm just playing around. And some of this stuff I might be able to keep. I'll get rid of that face. I can get rid of this. Is that a face? Get rid of that face. Push that on. And back. Okay. Alright, so now I think. Oh boy, what did I do? I better save. I think I'm going to pull that back, and I'm just going to duplicate it to give the idea of what it is. So partially so I remember what I need to do. All right, how are we doing here? Okay, so we have some kind of a door there, and okay. Also, we would have. I want a bench, so let's see. Where am I? Oh, this one's mirrored. Okay. Extrude out. All right. Break it out and get rid of the mirror. And what I'm thinking is over here somewhere. Could be under this window, although I don't really know if that's what I would want. Let's just split that like that. And in fact, let's just make these separate. Like a plank sort of thing. I'm just going to copy them and put them so it looks a little bit like wood planks. And I'll take a piece here, Shift D. I'll rotate Z 90, and I'm going to scale in the Y. And I'm going to scale it in the X as well. Saying this is how it's going to be, but we're going to play with this. Okay, like that. So that's just one piece, just to give an idea of a bench. Okay, that's in there. And I want some hanging lanterns, and I think we'll leave it at that. I feel like I lost one of those. Let me take this one and rotate like that, and maybe just have. I want them in the exact same spot. Yeah, something like that. Lots of things we can do here, right? Hanging off the roof. No, I don't want to use that. I want something here. Just let's do it. Okay, I'm only going to make like a little, real quick lantern with 8 vertices. Okay, didn't mean to do that. I'm going to slash. That's what I want. There we go. Boy. Okay, up, in, down, and in. I'm just going to close that. Just gonna go like that. And let's take this ring, duplicate it up here, and let's just continue. It's pretty simple, really. We'll close that off. And this one I'll come down a little bit, I'll scale in, and then I'm going to scale in some more like that. Flat. That one's flat as well. Let's just make sure it's that. Okay, let's go around and start beveling this thing. I'll have a chain coming off there. Let's take this, this, and this. Let's start with those. We'll just do the two. And this one we'll do the two. Leave that. Actually, that one. Let's come down and do the same. I think we will end it after this, and we'll see what I can keep from this and what needs to. Let's shade smooth. Okay, I'm going to bring the 3D cursor there. Hope it's scale shift Z. I feel like it needs to be like that. And good enough. I'm going to bring in a cylinder. I just figured I'd make this part round. I don't know why it's not going to have the same shape. It just felt like it. At this point, that's what it is. It's probably not what I wanted to. I just want to check if I get rid of that stuff. Scale shift Z if I prefer it. I think I'm gonna prefer it. No, I'll just go back to that for now. And quickly with chains, and then we'll take a break from this. Bring the 3D cursor there, and the way I'm gonna do this. Yeah, there's gonna be some changes to this thing. I'm going to use a plane, rotate X 90, scaling the Z so it's a little bit more of a rectangle, shift control B and pull and roll up and just get the shape that you want, something like that for me. And then I'm going to X only faces, so I've got that, and I'm going to convert that to a curve and give it some depth like this. You know, you can always at this point say, nah, that wasn't the shape that I wanted. I wanted that smaller or whatever. I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to rotate Z90. So I'll do that, and then maybe I'll grab it all again. Do one more shifty. Might take it all, make it a bit smaller. Do that. I'm going to shade smooth that, and I'm going to accept that. So I'm going to put the resolution at 3, and I'm going to convert it to a mesh, and I am just going to join it to that. And that part, I'm going to join the whole thing, and I can easily reshape that if I want to. All right, lost this stuff, and that, and all this. Okay, so this now is here. I would want something. Let's take this shifty. I'll break it out, and I'm going to rotate X 180. And what I want to do is I want to take this edge, bring it up, and I just want something like that where that's going to join. I'll join that, and I'll bring in some edge loops here. And Control 1, shade smooth. And that's kind of like what I'm going to go for. So I'm going to apply that, and I'm going to join that. And of course we could come in here and we could get rid of a bunch of stuff. Let's see, if I Control L, just get rid of that loop, right? Yeah, I can cut that one. All right, anyhow, so that's joined. So let's Shift C to bring the 3D cursor back, and let's mirror that lantern over, but set the origin to the 3D cursor. And just have a look at this. So I can get some nice lighting effects by having the lantern in there. And I'm really not sure about that overall shape, but I can change that. This is a block out, as I've said before. Some more stuff there. So let's see. This is what it's starting to look like. All right. So I'm going to shut that off. I'm going to turn the shadow back on, and we'll take a screenshot of this. I'll put a little bit of effects on it, sort of post-processing the screenshot, and then we'll see what it looks like so far, knowing we got stuff to fix, but just starting to get the mood.